trap. A player with a deep lying sweeper. Has little support. Cantona. Nice turn from Robson and the goal! Giggs to Cantona, lovely turn from the Frenchman. Keeps going, puts two players on the floor. Back heel from Giggs. This is stylish. That wasn't. But a Robson goal after 2 minutes, separating the two sides. Cantona's flick. Nobody on the end of it. Cantona. Sharp keeps going around the defender.
Things couldn't have worked out better for United.
Alex Ferguson has the 2-goal lead that he wanted. They're going for a third. It falls to Ince. And the first save of the night from Cantona. Spots the run of Keane, but too much on the ball. Bruce clears. Cantona to Hughes. All Ince. Great game on our hands. Cantona. Giggs sets off on a run, gets it now. Shielding from Cantona, just too much for Robson. He keeps totally different tactics that they're coming up against, of course. Giggs again. Cantona. And Giggs' speed gets United out of a tricky situation. Now they're getting the ball moving. Elaborately for a free kick. The referee's seen all that before. United's skill master, Cantona. Now it's the Manchester United fans who are getting behind their team. Good crowd here tonight. Will that be classed as a back pass? Well, the goalkeeper takes Suat. Definitely the victim of a collision with Roy Keane.
And he's still trying to look for an Oscar, isn't he? Now he's just dived into a tackle.
Well, good strong referee. We could have done with him in Rotterdam last week.
Not surprising, he's a German as well, is it? They're very, very good at that sort of thing.
Cantona's cross. Hughes waits for it. Cantona. Bruce. Cantona. The ball handed to Brian Robson. Short to Cantona. Shrugs off Suat. Robson, not a good ball.
Delayed reaction from International Week. Of course, they won on Saturday against Spurs and took it nice and easy.
Little throw. Cantona. Something special. Easy catch for Hayretten. Lee Martin. Cantona checks. He's onside. Two players in the centre. Can't find Hughes. Can't find Giggs. He won't read reminding that back in the 68-69 season against Berenbacher, it's got to be all-out attack.
They're very capable of getting a 4-2 win here.
Cantona, fine touch back to it.
The thing, but tonight the referee has been excellent.
The stopper, Gertz, only finds the back of Suat. United urge forward. Cantona's lovely little chip.
There's no doubt about it, but they've got to show a little bit more urgency than they're doing at the moment. They're still giving the Turks plenty of time to settle.
How quiet he's been. Cantona to Giggs. Get a grip of the ball. Steve Bruce, will admit he's not the most skillful player on the field, tries to get some. Bruce. Cantona. Lovely pass from Cantona, dropping deeper and deeper. Cantona met by a strong. Sharp has little space to run into. Cantona again. Ince goes alone. Cantona, neat little header. Mark Hughes thought about the looks tired. That's because he's living 100%.
But he's got it. He hasn't really made those tackles that he's famous for.
Setting the ink now. Sharp's cross. Back from Cantona, away from Giggs. Little support, nobody there. Sharp's in there, stolen in. An appeal for handball. 96, and of course, millions of you all over the place enjoying this live game. All of it, which has been used rather frequently to describe the Ali Sami Yen Stadium, which holds Another striker. Maybe they're going for the fourth goal. United are showing true conviction. They're not sulking. Cantona skips around one, skips around two, not opening up spaces. Cantona's found space, plays it back to Sharp, and away with Bruce, wearing the captain's armband, leads the charge. Cantona. Oh, around one. Lots of them tonight have found Galatasaray heads. Cantona! Oh, yes! Oh, Cantona! Just when the game seemed to be running away from...
Saw Cantona make the run, picked him out superbly. The defender was always struggling to get there, and that's exactly...
But it's made it a very interesting final 9 minutes. Stewart. Stumpf. Drops to Giggs, can't turn. They're looking for Sharp to make a run. Cantona holds it up. Giggs is skipping down the centre. Cantona frustrating on his left foot, didn't fancy the shot, hands it on to Cantona, looking for the penalty. Was always looking for the penalty, was never going to get it really. Something on the end of this fine move. Cantona's at the back post, over Giggs, away by Bulent. Still Manchester United keep the pressure on. Lovely flick from Cantona. First time we've seen that tonight. Feeling up and under from Peter Schmeichel. Cantona turns. Not so much on a sixpence.